High School's Athletic Council President, and I'm here with Vice President Charlotte Murray. We would especially like to thank everyone who helped make sure that this spring season went smoothly behind the scenes and for their ongoing support of all the Bronco athletes this past season. We cannot thank both Mr. Haven and Ms. Hartson enough for everything they've done this season and for making sure every athlete is safe. We would also like to give a big thank you to the grounds crew led by Mike Lee and Jomar Acevedo, the Board of Education, Superintendent Dr. Kelly, Assistant Principal Mr. Vaglica, and Principal Dr. Laverso for their support of Bronxville athletics. This spring season, we hosted Spring Spirit Week. The Athletic Council was able to purchase breakfast for the entire school. We had our very first bake off against varsity teams, which was a lot of fun and really boosted school spirit. Thank you to all of our spring coaches for preparing our athletes for safe competition and more specifically for your time, devotion, and effort that you put into your respective sport and more importantly, each student athlete. I would now like to pass the microphone to Charlotte Murray.
Hi everyone. We would also like to thank our Athletic Council parent presidents, Ms. Sheehan and Ms. Outcall, for their leadership, to our parent executive board, and to all the athletic parent volunteers whose hard work, dedication, and efforts helped to improve Bronco athletics. We would like to thank the School Foundation for their continued support of Bronco athletics. Many thanks to our Bronco athletes who have been making special effort to reduce plastic use by bringing their own reusable water bottles and refilling them at the Bronco barn fountains, and with the coolers provided by maintenance staff. Thank you to the Foundation for funding this equipment and to the maintenance team for supporting these efforts. Another shout out to our athletic trainer, Danielle Villanova, for taking such great care of our athletes each season. And very special thank you to Athletic Council teacher, Ms. McGovern, for her dedication to Athletic Council and for making this season a success. Additionally, I would like to extend a round of applause to all the Athletic Council student members and especially Athletic Council seniors who consistently volunteer their efforts in making this the finest athletic experience for the entire Bronxville community. The great activities and events these students helped us organize really raised the athletic spirit within our school. So we want to thank everyone for their hard work. We wish you all well in your future endeavors. You will be missed. Now at this time, we would like to introduce Bronxville Athletic Director, Mr. Haven.
Good evening. Tonight we celebrate more than just victories, records, or trophies. We celebrate the journey, the growth, and the bonds that have been built through athletics. Being part of a team means learning to trust others and to push yourself, not just for personal success, but for something greater than yourself. It means showing up every day with commitment, courage, and heart. Through early mornings, tough practices, thrilling wins, and even the tough losses, our athletes have demonstrated resilience, determination, and character. The friendships formed on the field, court, track, and in the gym are some of the most lasting. These teammates become family, people who lift each other up, who challenge each other to improve, and who share in the unforgettable moments that define a season. Competition teaches us more than how to win. It teaches us how to fail with grace, how to rise stronger, and how to respect others who share our passion. These are lessons that will carry our athletes forward into every aspect of life, academics, careers, and personal challenges alike. We also want to take a moment to recognize the coaches whose guidance and leadership have helped shape not only the skilled athletes, but confident young individuals. Your dedication, sacrifice, and belief in these students makes a lasting impact. To the parents and families, thank you for your unwavering support, your countless hours on the sidelines, and the encouragement that fuels every practice and game. I'd like to thank all the people who help make athletics great in Bronxville, all the people who work on our facilities, our Athletic Council parents, especially Jillian McGovern, our school representative, the administrators who always support the athletes, our security department, and the school board, along with the Bronxville Foundation. A special thank you to Brian Parker for all of his work, including producing tonight's ceremony. I'd like to give a special thank you to Danielle Villanova, our athletic trainer, and especially to my assistant, Dawn Hartson, whose dedication helps with the day-to-day success of our program. As we look to the future, we're excited to see all the incredible things these athletes will go on to accomplish. Whatever paths they take, the discipline, teamwork, and perseverance they've learned here will be their foundation. Congratulations to each one of you. We are proud, we are grateful, and we are inspired.
We'd now like to welcome flag football to the stage.
Good evening. My name is Megan Matias. I am the senior captain for the girls flag football team, along with my fellow captains, Sam Pagano, Mackenzie O'Gorman, and Claire Kennedy. The four of us played with Irvington last year in a merged team, but this year, due to the high interest from fellow high school girls and with all of the support and help from the board, Dr. Kelly, Joe Haven, Coach Patsy, and Coach Eliza, we were able to start the first ever Bronxville girls flag football team.
We've accomplished so much this season, and we could not be more proud. These past 3 months have definitely been a learning experience for both coaches and players. Introducing a new sport to the school that most students haven't played before is obviously a challenge, but Coach Patsy and Coach Elijah showed unwavering support and patience through the entire season. They were always there for us, encouraging us to be our best and reminding us that effort equals everything. Every game, call, or penalty, the coaches had our backs, and it is because of them that we went on to play the section semifinals.
We want to thank everyone who supported and helped us this season, including Mr. Haven, Danielle, our bus drivers, security guards, parents, and most importantly, our coaches, Patsy and Elijah, who pushed us to be the best we could be. This season has been an amazing journey for the Bronxville flag football team, and it's surreal to think that it all began with an idea I had just a year ago when I went to Dr. Kelly and Mr. Haven and asked them to consider starting a flag football team. Despite my injury keeping me off the field, my teammates and coaches went above and beyond to ensure that I had a role in this team. I personally want to thank my teammates and coaches. The support I felt means more than you know. Also, a special shout out to our seniors, Mia and Megan. You brought so much positive energy to this team, and we're going to miss you so much.
Our season unfortunately came to an end in a close game in the section semifinals versus Ardsley, and though we lost, our efforts remained strong and we played a great game as a team. We are so proud of everything our team accomplished together this season, and thank you to everyone who made this season happen. We are beyond excited for what next season will bring.
I'm Coach Patsy. I guess they forgot to introduce me. First, obviously, I'd like to thank the Board of Education, Dr. Kelly, administration, Dr. Verso, Mr. Vatlika, Mr. Makora, our athletic department, especially Mr. Haven, Ms. Hartson, every day making this athletic department run. Our staff, Yomar and his staff, every day during games, during the week, and on the weekends. My coaches, which is Elijah Ramos, he is very committed, dedicated, and really brought a sense of fun and energy to every practice. So I really want to thank him. Unfortunately, he couldn't be here tonight. Parents and players, your dedication, hard work, and your effort above all, everything was great, which made this year very special. History of flag. Last year, the Broncos merged with Irvington to form one team. Players at Bronxville would get on a bus every day and go to Irvington and practice and come back. It was a sacrifice, but because of that sacrifice, we are here tonight. For that reason, we must acknowledge these girls for doing what they did, taking the leap of faith, doing something different, doing something against the norm. So I'd like to take a moment and acknowledge these girls, as I call them, the founding Broncos. So please stand. Mackenzie O'Gorman, Claire Kennedy, Megan Matias, and Samantha Pagano. Coming into this season, I did not know what to expect. It was not the plan to coach this spring, but I'm so glad I did. I was learning the game just as much as the girls were. The new rules, I was nervous, extremely nervous. But I can honestly say it has been the best experience I've had coaching. It is hard to explain the energy, the effort, the spirit and fun the girls bring in every practice and every game, win or lose. Before the first game, I couldn't sleep. I was super nervous. Didn't know what to expect. Did I know all the rules? Did I explain the rules? Do we have the flags? Do I have the right footballs? I went through the list, and we were okay. After the first couple of minutes of the first game, I knew that the Broncos were here to play. Big dates for this school to remember. April 2nd at Byram Hills in the freezing cold weather. The Broncos won their first game in program history. Please, a round of applause for that. Another date to remember, May 17th, Dobbs Ferry hosted and won their first sectional playoff game. Round of applause. And with that playoff win, as Samantha stated, we made it to the section semifinals against Ardsley, and we fought to the bitter end. Unfortunately, we came up short, but that did not deter us at all. On the bus, we're talking about next year, how we can get better, and we can't wait for next year. As they stated in their opening statement, which makes me very proud, effort equals everything. If you play in the fall for the boys for me, effort equals everything is our motto. So these girls, by saying that, really touched my heart. Sorry, I get a little emotional. Their effort was amazing, their spirit was amazing, and they brought a smile to my day every day. So I'd like to thank them for that. I appreciate that, and I'll always remember that. So at the end of the year, coaches go to a meeting, and it's all league awards, all section awards, and I did not know what to expect. It was up and down. It was our first year. We were in a league with a lot of great talent, but coming out of the meeting, I was so proud. So I'd like to take some time right now and acknowledge those awards. First, All-League Honorable Mention. This young lady brings an energy like no other, and I mean that. Every day comes to practice and a game full of spunk, full of loudness, full of teamwork, full of effort, and when that whistle blew, she was dedicated, locked in, and gave 100% effort. All-League Honorable Mention, May Rucci. Come on, May. You come right here. Congratulations. All right. Next, All-League Honorable Mention. Brought dedication, brought effort, and when she pulled the flag on defense, you knew she pulled the flag on defense. Held the flag up in the air and pretty much told the girl to come back here to get her flag. Unbelievable young lady, and I can't wait to see her next year, Sarah Rizzo. And finally, one of our founding Broncos. Again, this young lady played last year, made the trip back and forth to practice, and just brought that tough, run you over, like she had pads on mentality, Megan Matias. Next, our All-League. First-year player, had great effort, great energy, was at practice every day. When we needed a big play in the game, she got it, and I don't even realize she thinks she got it and how big the play was at the time. But she has huge upside. I can't wait for her next year. Great success in her future. Congratulations to Sabrina Belke. Next, we have first-year player, was on our defense, one of our rushers all year. She played a little receiver for us, had that energy, that fire, that never-quit attitude, and 100% effort all the time. Can't wait to see her next year, Maya McBride. Again, next, one of our founding Broncos. Played offensive receiver for us, played rusher, played secondary for us. She was all over the field as the season went on, and eventually we put her up front rushing on defense, and teams really had a problem blocking her. Brought energy, brought fire, and held her teammates accountable throughout the whole game and practice, which was amazing. So All-League is Sam Pagano. And finally, our last All-League player, returning player, played offense and defense for us, was all over the field, was the leader, the heartbeat of our team. Hands down, All-League, Claire Kennedy. All right, so next is All-Section. We had 2 All-Section award winners this year. Since this is only the first or second year of the Section 1 flag, we're still waiting on some of the plaques and awards, but we're still going to acknowledge these athletes tonight. So All-Section, played both sides of the ball, offense and defense, was a leader, was a role model for other athletes, was a role model for our younger Broncos that are watching from the sideline. In the meeting, was hands down voted all section before the even meeting started, to be honest with you, and please just stand up, is Sam Pagano. Just stand up, there you go. Next, all section plays both sides of our ball, was, like I just said, was one of the heartbeats of our team. Never came off the field and always had that determination effort no matter what the score was or what part of the game it was. So congratulations, all section, Claire Kennedy. Stand. Just stand up. Also in that meeting, I'm not a part of the vote, but it came to light at the end of the meeting that Claire Kennedy also won Class B Defensive Player of the Year. To our team awards. First is our Bronco Award, our Coaches Award, and this goes to a player that, first-year player, and as the year got going, she got better and better and better and became one of the best teammates that you could have, one of the best role models and examples, no matter what the score, played both sides. Actually, in our first win ever, stepped in a quarterback for the second half and threw a completed pass and got us the win, is Maya McBride. Oh, I forgot that. Next is our Offensive Player of the Year. This could have gone to a couple of players, as our offense did get moving as the year got going. But again, this player, I don't think realized at times it really helped our team in some situations that we needed help, and always brought a smile, fast, ferocious, and really excited for next year is Sabrina Belke. Defensive Player of the Year is a player that played both sides. We moved her around the ball, but defensively at the end of the year was really one of the main reasons we were successful. I remember one play against the Ardsley in the playoffs. Her effort to stop them on fourth down was she ran from one side of the field for other, and she was not going to let them get past the line. And I haven't seen a play like that in a long time. And Defensive Player of the Year is Samantha Pagano. And our most valuable player, again, heartbeat of our team, played both sides of the ball and was all over the field and really was our leader 24/7. And so our most valuable player is Claire Kennedy. Before we end, could Mackenzie stand up? So Mackenzie, as she said before, had an injury that took her out of the year. And it's heartbreaking as an athlete when you get hurt. But she showed up every day, every game, was on us, was on me, was on her fellow captains and players, really just to stay focused. And she really, really, at the end of the day, was a coach on the field. And I just want to give her the acknowledgement she deserves. So, Mackenzie O'Gorman. And every team, unfortunately, has seniors that are going to go and be successful and do great things. So we have two seniors that we just want to acknowledge. So first, wait till I call you up. She is attending Holy Cross next year. First year playing as a senior, which takes a lot of courage. She was at every practice. I believe she had a couple sacks under her belt, which were very big times for her and her teammates. And we just wish her nothing but the great success in the future. So Mia Sundquist, please come up. And our next senior, Megan. Megan Matias, 2-year flag football player, a founding Bronco, and just brought that hard, physical mentality you would see in the fall. She brought it to the spring. And we're going to miss that, but she's going to the University of San Francisco, and we wish her nothing but great success. Please come up, Megan Matias. So finally, I think it's a big deal that we're up here tonight. I think it's important that we're up here tonight. These girls did something that most of them would do. They took a leap of faith. They took a step. They followed their founding Broncos, as I keep saying. But they're a team. We're a program. There's younger girls coming up to them, talking to them about flag. They want to play flag in the future. So that's not me. That's them. All right, so please, one more round of applause for this great group of young ladies. Oh, wait a second. No, I forgot something, sorry. And one last thing is we thank them for their time, and we thank everybody here who supported us, and please have a great night. Thank you.
We would now like to welcome baseball to the stage.
No, Kennedy has it. Jake has it.
Hi, I'm Gavin Smart. I'm one of the captains for the Bronxville baseball team, and these are our other captains, Jake Donnelly, Jack Kennedy, Jack Angemi, and Henry Vale, who couldn't be here tonight, and we are the captains for the baseball team.
Our coaches are Michael Schultz, Zach Miller, and Michael Romano. And now I'd like to introduce the seniors on the team, starting off with Matthew Curran, Conrad Dubay, Jack Angemi, Marcus Chun, Issa Rana, Gavin Smart, Henry Vale, and Matthew Walsh.
We would like to thank the entire Bronxville community for their unwavering support throughout the season. A special thanks to Mr. Haven and Ms. Hartson for doing what they do, Danielle for keeping all the players healthy, to the parents for cheering us on and hosting all the team dinners, to Lenny for making sure that Scout is always in its best shape, and to everyone else who made the season possible. I would like to thank our coaches, Coach Schultz, Coach Romano, and Coach Zach for everything they did this season. They were all super supportive and helpful. They put in a lot of time every day, whether it was hitting ground balls or throwing BP to us. And we really appreciate everything you guys did for us, so thank you.
Although the season ended sooner than we hoped, it was still filled with hard work, unforgettable moments, and a whole lot of fun. In the beginning, we faced challenges with a lot of injuries. With a small roster, it was tough, but time and time again, everyone stepped up. Whether it was the JV players joining us to help out with pitching or pinch running, or the teammates playing different positions, everyone contributed to our success and helped us fight through adversity. One word that really described our season was perseverance. We faced a lot of setbacks early on and often, and it showed in a playoff game. On the first round against Westlake, with Henry on the mound, pitched very well and fought hard. And we were down for the first 6 innings, 1-0, before tying it up in the 7th inning, which eventually pushed the game to extra innings. And it was getting late, so we had to continue the game the next day. And after 12 hard-fought innings, we ended up pulling off the 3-2 win. And that was amazing. But sadly, our season ended with a heartbreaking 1-0 loss in Nanuet. But, win or lose, this team is a great group of guys, and I just thank you all for making the season one to remember. Go Broncos. And now I'd like to welcome Coach Schultz and Coach Romano up to the stage.
Thank you, gentlemen. Everyone's been thanking them, but I think it's appropriate that I thank them as well. I want to start with Mr. Joe Haven, our AD, and Mrs. Dawn Hartson, his assistant. There's a lot going on with organizing bus rides and schedules and all that, and so thank you. We really appreciate it. I have to also thank Danielle. There are some guys missing from the picture. There are generally 9 guys on the field, but we did have a small roster, and she kept us together so that we were able to manage, and she does a great job with that. Dr. Kelly, Dr. Laverso, Mr. Vaglica, the school administration is always supportive, often came to games, thank you. The maintenance team, Jomar and Hara, and then we've mentioned Lenny Marone, but if you ever go down to Scout Field, we are the envy of Section 1. We have the nicest field in the entire section. Want to say thank you to George Jaquette and his partners over at Rise and Grind. You were here for the spring and you saw kind of like rained every day. Today it was appropriate, it rained again. We had that facility available to us to keep our swings in shape when that happened. I want to thank our captains' parents, the Gangemis, the Vales, the Kennedys, the Smarts, and the Donnellys, all of the baseball parents providing unwavering support, but also team dinners and snacks and drinks for us with a kind of a rigorous schedule. I want to thank the coaching staff on Modified, Bobby Love and Craig Robinson, Kyle Santiago on JV, Michael Romano, who's here, and Coach Zach, who's unable to be with us tonight. Team statistics for 2025, we were 9-10-1 in the regular season with 14 bonus points due to our strength of schedule, and we ended up 10-11-1 after the playoffs. We've got bumped up to Class A. The way things work, it's on enrollment. We ended up facing teams that were 2 to 3 times our size, not just in roster, but in enrollment, and it was just amazing how these guys weren't intimidated and battled, and I'll get to some of the specifics of some great games they had in a minute. We ended up the 11th seed in Section 1 Class A going into the playoffs. So the varsity roster, if you can stand, if you're here, we'll start with our sophomore, Sammy Dicker. You can sit back down. Our juniors, Captain Jake Donnelly, Jackson Crystal, and Max Zarba, who I don't believe is here, but Jackson, you can stand. Our amazing seniors, Captain Henry Vale, who's not with us. He's actually at a showcase out in Los Angeles. Jack Kennedy, Jack Angemi, and Gavin Smart. And the other seniors are Marcus Jun, Matthew Walsh, Matthew Curran, Issa Rana, and Conrad Dubé. All right, so for our awards, we're going to start with our Dan O'Neill Coaches Award. It's my pleasure to present senior Matthew Walsh with the Dan O'Neill Coaches Award this year. He played some third base, converted to outfield when we made some changes, lost an outfielder. He had some great outings as a pitcher, most notably being part of our combined no-hitter against Eastchester, throwing 3 solid innings in a senior day start against Pleasantville. Ice, as we call him, was our biggest cheerleader all season long, always willing to do whatever was needed for team first. So congratulations, Matthew Walsh. All right, our all-league honorable mention. We'll start with our sophomore, Sam Dicker. Sam had a strong offensive season. He played multiple positions in order to get his bat in the lineup. He batted .309 with a 400 on-base average, .509 slugging, 17 hits, 4 doubles, 2 triples, 1 homer, and 11 RBIs. On the mound, he struck out 15 batters in 9 innings, was part of that combined no-hitter against Eastchester, and he threw 3 scoreless innings with 6 strikeouts in our exciting 12-inning playoff win against Westlake. All-league honorable mention, Sam Dicker. Also all-league honorable mention, senior captain Jack Kennedy. Jack played a solid third base for us when he was not pitching, getting 11 hits, 1 double, 1 homer, 11 RBIs. He led the team in strikeouts as a pitcher during the regular season with 31, and he had the best game. Jack's been playing for me for 5 years. He had the best game I've seen him throw in 5 years against Nanuet. In 6 innings, he gave up only 1 run against the 3 seed, only giving up 4 hits, 4 walks while striking out 5. All-league honorable mention, Captain Jack Kennedy. And our last all-league honorable mention, first baseman, pitcher, outfielder, senior captain Gavin Smart. Gavin had a strong all-around season, playing a solid first base and some outfield when needed, and especially this year as a pitcher. He earned all-league honorable mention, getting 10 hits, 2 doubles, a home run, 11 RBIs, and was 1-2 during the regular season as a pitcher, but grabbed the win against Westlake in the playoffs, giving up just 1 hit and 1 run in the last 2 innings. And he actually picked off the tying run to end the game, which was super exciting. So all-league honorable mention, senior captain Gavin Smart. All right, so our defensive player of the year is not here tonight, but we're going to talk about Max. Before the season started, Max and I spoke about him filling the shoes of 5-year captain catcher Connor Kenny, and he exceeded all expectations as our new field general. With Henry, Jack Kennedy, and Sam throwing in the mid to high 80s and video game secondary pitches, Gavin throwing a nasty split-fingered fastball, an already difficult job was made extra challenging for Max. He did a great job framing, blocking, and catching some difficult pop-ups while throwing out 8 attempted steals. When Max agreed to catch all year, he said that he understood that he was the only choice. We got a couple laughs. My answer then and still is, Max, you are the best choice. The truth is that we do not win those 10 games this year without Max. So our defensive player of the year, we can applaud him in absentia, Max Zarba. Now on to our all-league. Junior captain, shortstop Jake Donnelly. Jake was solid at shortstop all year. He committed only 1 error at shortstop. The other error he made while he was pitching. Only 2 errors on the season. He batted .294 in the league with 16 hits, a double, 7 RBIs, 11 runs, and 7 stolen bases. On the mound, he made 8 appearances, throwing 17 innings and striking out 12, earning 1 save to go with his 2-1 record. In the league, he was 2-0 with opposing batters hitting only .161. Jake is a tremendous team player and leader, all league, Jake Donnelly. All right, on to all league and Diamond 9+1 Section 1 does a thing with baseball where students are recognized for their community efforts and their academic success. And he's also our team pitcher of the year, senior captain Henry Vale. Henry can't be with us. As I mentioned, he's at that showcase, but I wanted to just share with you some things about Henry. He battled through early season back issues to post a 3-2 record, striking out 27 in only 18 innings. He ended his stellar Broncos pitching career with one of the best pitching performances I've seen in almost 40 years of coaching. Although the game went 12 innings and he did not get the decision, he threw 7 scoreless innings, only giving up 2 walks and 2 hits, while striking out 13 of 21 batters faced. It should also be noted that in pure Little League style, he scored the run in the top of the 7th that extended the game by singling, getting to third, and scoring on a pass ball. So wherever you are, Henry, we know where you are, great job, and all the best at Suffield Academy next year. Our pitcher of the year, all league in Diamond 9+1, Henry Vale. And finally, our senior captain, Jack Gangemi, named all league, all section, and team MVP. Jack had a season for the ages, just getting edged out for league MVP. He played center field, he caught to give Max a break a couple of times, and he played shortstop when Jake pitched. He even played third base one time, even though he said, "Coach, I've never played there before." Jack did it all, batting .393 with a .500 on-base average, a .696 slugging percentage, giving him an OPS of 1.196. Anybody who follows Aaron Judge, that's kind of in his realm. He had 22 hits, 20 runs, 6 doubles, 1 triple, 3 home runs, 11 RBIs, 11 walks, and 14 stolen bases. Jack is a natural athlete and leader. Congrats on a great season, fabulous career, and good luck as you continue your playing at Hobart. Go Statesmen. Team MVP, all section, all league. We have Jack Gangemi. And we were going to end with Jack, but I managed to skip All-League, All-Section Honorable Mention and Heart and Hustle Award, which goes to junior Jackson Crystal. Jackson played a stellar outfield, nursing a sore arm all season long, and he played a solid second base when Henry pitched. His offensive slash of a .387 batting average, .457 on base average, and .694 slugging gave him an outstanding 1.151, also greater than Judge OPS. In 20 games, he led the team with 24 hits, 12 doubles, 2 triples, and a home run. At the meeting, one of the other league coaches asked me, "The kid is so fast, how does he only have 9 stolen bases?" And I explained to him half of his hits were doubles and over half of his hits were for extra bases. Had he hit more singles, he would have had over 20 stolen bases. So great season, Jackson Crystal, All-League, All-Section Honorable Mention, and Heart and Hustle Award. Just a couple of closing remarks. The season flew by. I've cherished the opportunity to share my time around Coach Zach and Coach Romano, as well as this great group of young men. Wins and losses don't tell the whole story. Getting bumped into Class A, we often face schools, as I mentioned, that were 2 to 3 times our size. But the boys took on new roles and opportunities and left it all out on the field. Each and every game. We competed together, we got better and better as the season progressed, highlighted by the pitching and the defense and the timely hitting in the 2 exciting playoff games. We say goodbye to 9 seniors, but the future is bright. Congratulations to the 2025 Broncos varsity baseball team on another awesome year. Great job, boys.
We'd now like to welcome boys tennis to the stage.
Good evening. My name is Jackson Fino. We're the co-captains of the Bronxville boys tennis team. Our coach is Mr. Power. Now I'd like to introduce the seniors on the team, starting off with Austin Wagner, Jesse Batia, Simon Mueller, Stefano Rulli, Tomas Mercado, and Will Van Eck. Thank you guys for all the help you brought to this team during your last year at Bronxville High School.
I'm Reese Brown, and at the beginning of the season, we had high hopes of making another deep run into sectionals and states. Unfortunately, a few of our key players suffered injuries that kept them from competing, which made the start of the season challenging. We struggled at first, losing to teams we had beaten in previous years, but instead of giving up, we pulled together as a team and committed ourselves to working harder. Over time, our effort paid off, and by the end of the season, we were able to earn some strong results against tough opponents, thanks to the determination and resilience of every player.
Serving as a captain this year was a completely different experience from past seasons. Since 7th grade, I've looked at the former captains who have inspired the team during tough moments. Being in that role gave myself a new appreciation for the challenges of leadership. I realized that success in this sport, especially in a team format, requires more than just individual wins. It requires a collective effort. You need 3 out of 5 matches to win, and that means every player on the team counts. This season has taught me the true value of teamwork, leadership, and supporting one another, both on and off the court. Thank you to all my teammates, and especially Coach Power for making this season possible.
Like Jackson, I've been a part of the team since the 7th grade. but stepping into the role of captain brought a whole new level of responsibility. It pushed me to think beyond my own performance and focus on how to bring the best out of everyone around me. Tennis may be an individual sport on the court, but at the high school level, it's the strength of the team that determines our success. I'm incredibly proud of how we grew together, and I want to thank everyone on the team, and especially Coach Power, for their dedication and support throughout the season. Now I'd like to welcome Coach Power to the stage.
Thank you, man. Excuse me. Hi, as they just said, my name is Coach Power, and this was my first year here at Bronxville High School, and I must tell you, it feels great to be a Bronco. The athletic administration here was super supportive getting through my first year. Our athletic director, Joe Haven, works tirelessly for all our student athletes here at Bronxville, and his secretary, Dawn, she's like the glue that holds Bronxville athletics together. She has really been very helpful. The parents of the tennis players also made me feel welcome from the moment I met them. Their kindness and is greatly appreciated. This tennis team is a great group of young men. They were truly a pleasure to coach. They always made me laugh and smile. We had a great group of seniors who are a brilliant group, and they will be missed but not forgotten. Just speaking about our seniors for a moment, Jesse, Simon, Steph, and Austin, the ones who are here, they are a brilliant group. Just like the rest of you, when we're on the bus, they talk about foolish stuff or whatever, but sometimes they would talk about deep stuff, and you guys know them. They're all going to great colleges, and when they talked about deep stuff, I sometimes looked in the mirror and said, I think I'm the dumbest guy on this bus. They really are a great group. They were a lot of fun. So our seniors, if you'd like to stand right now, we have Jesse, Simon, Steph, and Austin. Thank you guys for what you do. I appreciate you. Now off to our awards. Well, I should do the All-League first. Our two All-League players played singles, played with different partners at different times. They ended up playing doubles together towards the end of the year and in the section tournament. And our all-league players are Reese and James. Congratulations. Guys, you can come get these if you want. Way to go. Good job. And all section, when you play in the Section 1 tennis tournament, the kids, the 8 teams that make it to the doubles Elite 8, so to speak, they are all section, and the kids who make it to the Elite 8 in singles also become all section. And we had Jackson Fino, who went beyond the Elite 8, and he is all section. Clap for Jackson. All right. I don't have as many stats as the baseball guy. I'm going to be a little bit quicker. All right, our first award is going to be our Spirit Award. And all of these guys, my whole team had a lot of spirit, but this one particular kid was a kid who never missed practice. He always showed spirit for his teammates and always brought a positive energy to our program. Anytime I needed him to step in and play with whoever I asked him to play with, he was there for us. And the Spirit Award goes to Gabe Marazaram. Say it for me, Gabe. Say it. Say that name for me.
Marashchuk.
Marashchuk. Clap for Gabe. Marashchuk. I'll get that by next year, Gabe. Don't worry about it. I call him Gabe all the time. I'm sorry. Sportsmanship Award. Sportsmanship Award goes to a tennis player who always conducts himself like a gentleman and exhibits mature sporting behavior. You should all strive to conduct yourself in a way that makes your coaches, your parents, and your school proud. This guy exemplifies sportsmanship, a great kid and a great player, James Ney. Clap for James. Coaches Award. Everybody has assistant coaches, Mr. Haven. I fly alone. I fly solo. It's okay, though. It's good. It's good. Because our Coaches Award, this award goes to a young man who basically was, and there was more than one, but the Coaches Award goes to a young man who was basically an assistant coach to me. Many times I made like suggestions, and when I confided in this young man, he helped turn these suggestions into decisions. He was one of our captains, and assistance to me was invaluable. I greatly appreciate his support. He's a great young man and a great assistant coach and co-captain. That goes to my man, Reese Brown. Am I forgetting anything here? Let's go. I'm moving along. Where am I? Ruh-roh. Scooby-Doo says that, right? All right, here we go. Most valuable player. Our most valuable player goes to a player who was also a captain, and he wasn't really, I got to digress for 1 second. We had Reese and Jackson were our co-captains, but I must commend James Ney, too, because he always stepped in and helped me with ideas and suggestions, and that was greatly appreciated. So we kind of had tri-captains, even though James didn't get the official moniker. Maybe I'll make him one now. James, you were tri-captain this year. Anyway, sorry. Our most valuable player goes to, also was a captain this year. Like Reese, he was instrumental in helping me get through my first year here at Bronxville. His on-court performance this year was nothing short of amazing. His awesome success on the court was rewarded by qualifying for the New York State Championships this year. He went on to play. He was one of the few Bronxville athletes still playing during the first weekend in June. He won his first match in the state tournament, and he got to, I use a lot of basketball terms, the Sweet 16 in the state tournament. He's been, as he told you before, he's been playing tennis, varsity tennis since 7th grade, and I know great things are in his future. And the most valuable player goes to Jackson Fino. Clap for Jackson. In conclusion, I just wanted to say I really enjoyed being a part of Bronxville. I live down the street in Pelham, and they're like the Pelicans, which is kind of a weenie mascot. Like, it's not even a strong bird, ornithologically speaking. So it's great to be a Bronco, and you know what? I really felt at home. These guys were really a pleasure to coach. Sometimes even the smart senior guys, a little goofy during practice and stuff, but really a great group of guys. And I know that they bonded well. They were a great team. And I graduated high school, I don't want to age myself, but 45 years ago. And I made lifelong friends that I'm still friends with today. And I know these guys have bonded like that. And they're going to be like best mans at each other's weddings and maybe godfathers, Stefan. So I want to thank them because they were a great, great group. Thank you very much for putting up with me. Appreciate it.
Now we'd like to invite girls lacrosse to the stage.
I'll just say them for like our captains. Yeah. Good evening. We're Campbell Malloy and Maddie Williams, and we're girls lacrosse. Our captains are myself, Maddie Williams, Amy Villanueva, and Linnea Henschel. Our coaches are Marissa Spinazzola, Scott Bacigalupo, Erica Adenito, and Lindsay Shimborski. We're incredibly thankful to all of our coaches for not only an unforgettable season, but also for the years of dedication and guidance you've given us. Thank you for believing in us, for showing up with energy and enthusiasm, and for always pushing us to be our best. The time and effort you've devoted both on and off the field has meant more than we can express. Your commitment and confidence in our potential has fueled our love for the game and inspired us year after year.
We'd like to extend a heartfelt thank you to our athletic directors, Joe Haven and Dawn Hartson, for all the time and effort spent organizing our schedule. A big thank you as well to Ms. McGovern and the Athletic Council for their continued support behind the scenes. We're also incredibly grateful to our athletic trainer, Danielle, for keeping us healthy and game-ready throughout the season. To everyone who helped set up the field and kept things running, whether it was managing the clock or prepping for games, your work never went unnoticed. Thank you to Mr. Fenner for capturing so many great moments of our team, and to all the parents, your encouragement and support meant the world to us. We'd now like to invite our coaches to the stage.
Good evening, everybody. I promise you there's actually more girls at the team than was here, but unfortunately we had an all-section dinner going on at the same time, and a bunch of our girls went to that. So good evening. Thank you all for being here tonight to celebrate Sports Awards. I'm honored. My name is Scott Bacigalupo. I'm honored to be speaking on behalf of Marissa Spinazzola, our head coach, who unfortunately couldn't be here tonight. Before we get going, I want to thank Dawn Hartson for keeping the trains running on time. Danielle, if you ever came to a practice, it looked like a war infirmary with our girls. We had a lot go down this year, and she was a home run for us, so thank you, Danielle. Facilities, security folks, everybody else involved, we thank you. I also want to thank Joe Haven, our athletic director. 4 years ago, Joe came and asked me to help coach when he was coaching the varsity girls team, and it was one of the best asks I could ever have, being here for 4 years, so thank you, Joe. Before we reflect on the season, I'd like to begin by recognizing our 4 seniors and 4 captains who led us with heart, toughness, resilience on and off the field. Maddie Williams, who's attending North Carolina, Campbell Malloy, who's playing lacrosse at Ithaca, Linnea Henschel, who's going to Georgetown, and Amy Villanueva, who is playing lacrosse at Bucknell. If you guys could stand up for us. All right, sit down. These 4 set the tone from day one. Their leadership wasn't just about words, it was about showing up, doing the work, keeping the team together through every challenge. Whether it's a tough practice, a close game, quiet moments in between, these guys were the glue. We will always be grateful for all the time and energy they poured into the program. A special shout out because I've been coaching them since kindergarten in Bronxville Youth. So thank you all for being with the program for as long as you all did. This season has highs and lows, plenty of moments that tested our strength as a team. We faced injuries, some that kept key players off the field, and others that challenged us to step up in new roles. We had games that didn't go our way, stretches that required grit just to keep going, and days where showing up meant everything. But through it all, this team never stopped pushing. They adapted, they competed, they found new ways to grow together. And most importantly, they never lost sight of what it means to be a team. Our success wasn't measured just by wins, but how we fought through adversity, how we picked each other up, and how every single player, starters and subs, seniors and freshmen, found a way to contribute. There were moments when it would have been easy to fold, but instead this team showed heart. We stayed focused, we learned from every challenge, and we came out tougher, more connected, and better because of it. The season didn't end the way we wanted it to, but it brought us more fire within. So to our seniors, thank you for your leadership, your example, your legacy you leave behind. And to our returners, we can't wait to see how you build upon everything we learned this season.
I do want to just have everyone stand up who are a team, just to be acknowledged. Please hold your applause till I get through everybody. As I said, we've got Maddie Williams and Campbell Malloy. You guys can stand up. I've got junior Charlotte Murray. I've got junior Michaela Dehaney. Keep standing up. Just keep standing up. Rose Woolery, Virginia Hale, Ava Tulin, Kate Alcott, Karina Winiecki, Grace Vantihoven, Emerson Grammons, and Kendall Valente. Thank you, guys. Once again, you can hold all your applause because all these folks aren't here except for one. For Section 1, we had 2 girls that received Section First Team. It's Quinn Sheehan and Amy Villanueva. We had 4 girls receive all Section Second Team. That's Ellie Garofalo, Mabel Origi, Claire Malchione, and Astrid Polkernen. And we do have one who is All-League, Maddie Williams. Congratulations. All right, we do have 4 awards to give out. The Courage Award, it's meant for someone who demonstrates strength in the face of adversity, who leads not only when it's easy, but especially when it's hard. This player started the season exactly as we all expected, focus-driven and leading by example as a force on attack. But early on, everything changed. A season-ending injury would have been enough to break most people's spirits, especially in her senior year. The loss of a chance to compete, to contribute in the way you've trained for all your life. It was very heartbreaking. But this player never let that define her. Instead of stepping back, she stepped up. She encouraged teammates during drills, helped younger players find their confidence, and always the first to pick someone up when they were down. She led huddles, she gave advice, she cheered, she coached, she lifted this team. This year's Courage Award goes to senior captain Linnea Henschel. The Hustle Award is given to the player who embodies relentless effort, grit, and heart every single time they step on the field. This year, the honor goes to someone who never stopped moving, never backed down, and always gave everything she had. As a defensive midfielder, she did the gritty, unglamorous work that doesn't always show up on the stat sheet, but absolutely helps us win games. She battled for every ground ball, hustled back in transition, and was always hardworking in between the 30s. Whether we needed her on the defensive end, sparking a clear, or supporting the offense with a timely cut, she adjusted without hesitation. This year's Hustle Award goes to senior captain Amy Villanueva. The Impact Player Award. This award is one that it's not always about goals or stats. It's about the difference a player makes through heart, hustle, and consistency. It's about someone whose presence on the field changes the game, even when they're not in the spotlight. This player started the season quietly, some limited minutes, no big headlines, but she let her work ethic speak for herself. She showed up every day, ready to learn, compete, and do whatever the team needed. She didn't ask for recognition or demand attention. She simply put her head down and grinded. As the season went on, the work paid off. She earned her way into the lineup and eventually into the starting role. Her story reminds us all that impact isn't measured by goals alone. Sometimes it's made in the moments no one sees except your teammates and your coaches. And we certainly saw it. This year's Impact Player Award goes to freshman Claire Malchione. And then last but not least, our MVP award, obviously given to the athlete whose impact is felt in every aspect of the game, someone whose presence elevates the team, whose consistency is unmatched, and whose performance speaks louder than words. This player has anchored our defense with poise and power. She was dominant in one-on-one matchups, fearless and reliable against the toughest attackers, but what set her apart was her ability to affect the game everywhere, from the defensive end all the way through transition. She owned the clearing game, routinely turning defense into offense with her speed and vision. She was a force on draw controls, grabbing possession in critical moments. She attacked every ground ball like it was hers. But beyond the stats and skill, it was her effort and confidence that defined her. Players showed what it means to be a true game changer. This year's MVP goes to junior Quinn Sheehan. I want to thank all the girls. This is your varsity girls lacrosse for the spring. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, and this concludes Sports Awards.